I had a little issue here with my little cats. I had to go back and get me another cup because they destroyed my cup. They really getting a little bit rambunctious. Good morning, Kim, or Marcia, Chris. Didn't get to see all the names when they first come on when I was trying to get set up here. But anyway, good morning, guys. I'm here now. Little cats in my plants this morning. I get them out of my plants. They destroyed my cup. Good morning, Sarah. Good morning, Ronnie. Now I'm Gene. Ronnie said, good morning, Gene. And not Buddy no more. We're not buddies. Good morning, guys. Yeah, I come in here this morning. I had little cats up in my plants. I had cats. My cup was destroyed. I had to go over to the camper and get me a cup. So I was running a little bit late. Good morning, Peggy Irwin. Hope you're feeling better. And I'm looking around. Ben helped clean. We cleaned out a lot of stuff yesterday. I don't even see my deal with all my. Yeah, I do. I see it. Okay, Ben's put it up over. I'll get it in a second. My list of people that need prayer and animals and stuff. I do know Steve this morning had to take Tigger to the vet. Tigger's not acting right. He was a very playful little cat. You know, he's into everything about like this bunch here. And morning, Yukon Tommy. He snowed in this morning. And all of a sudden, little old Tigger just kind of went off all day. He's not doing nothing. So he's taking him to the vet. Yeah, because them little cats, they look like they had a party in here last night. They had a party. And you guys have got to not be little party animals. You cannot be party animals in Papa's little shed here. Y'all, my cup is shredded. Got my cup down and shredded it. All right. Okay. Kathy, good morning. Carla, good morning. Ellen, Latricia, good morning there. Latricia. I'm not even going to say something about that, Latricia. A name come on there one day I didn't recognize right off, and it's Molly. And I says, are you new or something like that? I've been here since day one. Okay, I'm not going to say how long you've been here, Latricia, but his name just hadn't rung a bell yet, but I'm glad you're here. All right, Peggy Coleman's here. Good morning. Elizabeth. All the names going fast now. Brenda Hall and Stephanie and Linda, Heather, and New Zealand. Heather's over in New Zealand, guys. That's way down there. We're really happy to have you, Heather. Some of these folks are way off. Not just another state, but another country. Or Canada. There's a lot of folks in Canada. But we have a lady in South Africa, New Zealand, several in Australia, the Netherlands, Belgium. Yeah, I'm just really pleased happy to have them. And that far off and watch something going on here in East Texas. Buster, we're not gonna do that now. You're not gonna be like a cat, tear stuff up. Virginia, windy and cool. Yeah, Thomas up in Alaska said I'm snowed in. It snowed in my porch. Can't even see my porch no more. Kathy's from Wisconsin. Well, you ain't got to be just from Wisconsin. You're from Wisconsin. Be proud of it. We're glad to have you too, from Wisconsin. Yeah. Good morning from Ohio there. Good morning, Amy. There, Molly, Terry. Now don't y'all rub it in. Don't try to rub it in about me and Molly. Utah, good morning. All right, good morning, everybody. All right, y'all seen on my video this morning, I get a notice, the comments is cut off again. Guys, I truly do not know. I truly do not know how that's happening. Look here, I'm gonna show you something. This is my camera here I use all the time. And you go to my videos, okay? And you go to edit. You hit edit, okay? Simple enough. And you got all these things here. But I never, and here's comments way down here at the bottom. Way at the bottom is comments, okay? And it's set off. I never go that far. I don't have to go that far. All my stuff is right here. So how they get turned off way down there, I don't know. But they do. It's happened a couple of times. So I got notified this morning that your comments are off, and I went and checked, sure enough, off. I turned them back on. Mary Coker, I don't know what's going on with your son. We're praying, well, get his name, pray him on that prayer list, sweetie. Good morning, Michelle. Yeah, they're on now. They are on now. They are on now. Hey, they are. They were off earlier. Is Vera here? Yeah, Rodney's won't know it's Vera here. Morning, Carla. North Carolina. Yeah, it seems like they switch stuff on me, Carla. They sure do. See, because I don't ever touch that. I always leave them as on. I don't ever have to go down there to that turn on or off, and all of a sudden they just click them off. Kimberly, we'll be praying for you. Kimberly's sick and having problems breathing. I haven't seen Vera yet. She may not be feeling up to snuff this morning. Yeah, we'll keep Mary in our prayers too. You get unsubscribed? Yeah, I don't know. I haven't ever checked on that. I may be unsubscribed too. Who knows? I may be unsubscribed from my own channel. You almost went live in the bathroom? All right, Marcia. Tune us in, sweetie. We ready. Yeah. Yeah, Ronnie called me and I need to go to the bathroom. Ronnie, you have to hold on, but I ain't taking you in here with me. Hold on. All right. Yeah, Minnesota. Good morning, Jamie. I didn't see her name for your daughter. Let me get my list out here. We'll add some names here in just a second, guys. I was running late this morning trying to get stuff squared away in here. The little cat's had a ball, and my list is up there. I'll have to get it down. Hopefully Ben didn't mess with it. Just put it up higher. Me and him worked in here yesterday some. I had quite a bit of stuff that needed to be in here. And it got where I almost couldn't get the door, so we took it where it belonged. Most of it went to the barn where it's going to be used. And we worked in the barn some yesterday too, so we had a good work day yesterday, Ben and I. Although he felt bad, he's going to the doctor today. Connie Hill, good morning. Cheryl, I think we still got you on that list. We won't take you off till you tell us to. I didn't see whose birthday it was. You have a mouth guard. That's you're gonna need it. We're gonna have to see whose birthday today. We got to sing to Bree today. I know that. I missed Bree on Monday. Hang on, I got to get my list. I missed Bree on Monday, and someone said it's Bree's birthday. I think we done the birthday song, and I wasn't for sure. And I said, well, I'll check. Yeah, I don't know all these grandkids' birthdays, guys. I barely, yeah, here my list is. I barely know my own, but here we go. All right, get that back down here. Oh, yeah. a nice little chair. He says, they all make fun because I have a chair out here. You need a chair out there? Yes, I do. You need a TV out there? Yes, I do. You need a refrigerator out there? Yes, I do. No. Whiteboard's coming apart, but I got a new one. I got a new one out there. I'll bring it over. Checking some of these names here. Make sure. Yeah, Cheryl, I got you on here. I'm sorry. I had to make sure. I lost the names once. You all got wiped off, licked off, these Buster and them or whoever. But anyway, I got it back on here. All right, let's kind of get going here. It's 65 degrees here today. Beautiful, beautiful. I hope it's going to be sunshiny, but it's 65 as of right now. But now it's going to get cooled down some this weekend, but you know, down in the 50s or whatever. That'd be fine. Morning, Nan. Yeah, so we'll get ready on the birthdays. We need to get them wrote down here. So if you come up with a birthday, let me know so we can write it down, or a prayer. I've got my, oh Lord, where's my pen, Ben? I should not have let, wish I'd try to remember. I don't see my pen nowhere. We're unorganized here today, guys. I'm sorry. We had a clean up, and I didn't think nothing about putting this stuff separate. And I don't know where everything got put yesterday. I'm going to be looking. We'll be looking. Okay. June's birthday. Your sister June. We're going to remember that. We may have to sing them as we go. I'm going to look for my pen. Y'all just kind of bear with me for a minute. I can't picture what they would have done with my pencil. I'm looking. I don't see them. You know, these little cats are bad about doing stuff too. I'll tell you what we're gonna do. We're gonna do it different this morning. Then I ain't got a pen. I'll have one Friday for sure. I'll find them. I got more in the house, but I can't go in the house right now. Now I might lose our signal. We're going to sing to June and Bree right now. And then as you come along with a prayer, Chris, it's Chris' birthday? Okay. Heather's birthday is in New Zealand. Birthday in New Zealand. Okay, Heather, got you. Let's do them real quick. We ain't going to be speedy. We're not going to speed them up, but we're going to do them as we. Did I lose you? I lost myself here. It just cut me off. All right, there we go. Chris, June, Heather, and Bree. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Chris, Heather, June, and Bree. Happy birthday to you. Cha, cha, cha. And there was another one I just saw come across there as I was singing. You need to come back across there with you. Yeah, cha, cha, cha. And that's what we're going to have to do today, guys. We're going to do them as we see them, because I can't write them down. And you leave my little legs alone. You about got me looking like now. I'm pitiful. Yeah, it was Taz or something like, yeah. Tazzy. Yeah, Tazzy is tomorrow. Well, she's going to get it today. I'm guessing Taz is a girl. If not, it's a boy. It's one or the other. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Tazzy. Happy birthday to you. All right, yeah, I'm singing the kittens are biting. Yeah, what did I expect? That's right, Carla. Yeah, they bite too. Everybody wants to bite. Bree has not bit me. Better not bite me. Bree used to bite me all the time, seriously. When she was little, I'd bite her on top of her head. That's what pawpaws do. And now I'll be sitting sometime and she'll come up behind me and hold me down and bite the heck out of the top of my head. It hurts. Oh, rabbit tooth girl. I said, get away from me. You did me that way, Pawpaw. She's a sweetheart. She's a sweetheart. She was telling me, we're talking about putting little goats over there, my 3 little girls, with Piggly, and she said, that's fine. And I said, well, can I build a gate, on their little shelter there so I can lock them in at night? She says, you can't lock Piggly in. Piggly won't stay in all night. She'll root under, she'll tear the door down. She gets crazy if you lock her in. So she said, but you can split it. You can put a divider in there and put your goats on one side and lock them in at night. And Piggly can still go in her part, when she wants to. So that's probably what we might end up doing. Yeah, Bree's got a good channel. Bree's is a lot of fun too. I called old Kim last night, and I could hear something. I went out on the porch, just spotlight I hadn't got my lights all set up out there yet. Spotlighting my little chicks, they was all fine, and I could see the geese out there underneath the big night light. They were fine, and everything. But then all of a sudden I heard somebody go, help, help. Something like help. And I was down toward Kim's, and I said, oh Lord. So I was running and grabbed my phone. Good morning, Anna. Grabbed my phone, I called her, and she answered. I said, you okay? She said, well, yeah, why? I said, well, I thought I heard somebody holler help down there. So, oh, you saw her video? She probably made fun of me. I had looked, she probably made fun of me. And she said, well, I'll go out and see. So I went back on the porch, and that time I didn't hear it. And then I actually heard a big spotlight out down there. She was looking all around. She called back, Dad, everything's fine down here. I don't hear nothing. Well, I don't hear it now either, but I did hear it. I wasn't in my mind. I heard it. And she may have heard it later because her and G both, but G told me, Kim did, G told me, I think there's some cats fighting earlier. So maybe that's what it was. If somebody, I guess, no, they didn't get no help. We do, thank you, Karen, we do try to listen and watch out for everybody, I know the night after little Owen and little Dot got killed, Buster jumped up and run to the window barking, and I went and opened the window and I saw them same dogs going across the yard toward Dan. So I grabbed, but you can't shoot toward a house, so I grabbed my phone, I called Dan, said them dogs headed toward his pens. And then I grabbed my gun, and Dan went out the back door. They took off running. They took off back down the driveway and couldn't locate them after that. But they did come back the next day, and they ain't coming back no more. So, good morning, Piggy. Amy Lou, woohoo. Woohoo, Amy Lou. Yeah, that rhymes. Tricia, good morning. Terry Bodine. Yeah, I told y'all about Sunday, that whole pack coming down through the driveway, and Buddy shot up in the air, and they went out through the woods, and they went up around the back. When Bree was back there looking for one of the calves got out or whatever, she said that was back in them woods, and all of them started barking at her. So she took off. I says, start taking your gun with you, baby, because they catch you back there. Who knows what they'll do to her, or one of her dogs. We got to do what we got to do to save our animals. I'm not going to let anything come here and kill my animals just for sport. And that's all they do it for. It's sport. They go sport somewhere else. a coyote or a wolf or anything like that, or bobcat, they kill to eat. They kill to eat. These old dogs, they just come to kill for the heck of it. Just for the heck of it. It's a fun thing, you know. And anyway, it's very sad. Okay. I don't have a lot of news around here. I think I may have told y'all Ben didn't feel good this week. He's kind of seriously sickly, is all congested, about like I was and everybody else was around here for a while. And he went going to the doctor today, getting some antibiotics or something, try to knock it out. I got my little chicken house finished. All we got to do is paint it. We're going to add on to it. Tractor Supply's got this little pen that Buddy gave me that we're using now, that caged like run. I guess it's called a run. Chicken coop run, whatever. We're going to get another one just like that one as soon as we can. And attach it and make that run twice as long. They're like 8 foot long and I guess 4, 5, 6 foot wide, whatever they are, 6 foot tall. And they have that tarp top. For the run, they just lay the tarp top on it, because at night they'd be pinned back into their house at night. So I wouldn't have to worry about something digging, chewing a hole through and coming in there and getting them. But if we need to, we put a metal top on it or wire top, whatever. All right, Keegan. We need to keep Keegan in our prayers, guys. He's 14 and needs a heart transplant. God love him. Everybody pray for Keegan, because I ain't got my pen. Pray for Keegan, okay? I'm going to try to remember that, and I'll get a pen, and I'll add that. Keegan, God love him. It kind of reminds me of Joseph, Elena's little boy. Well, he's a teenager now. Has some heart issues and some surgery done, and what really blowed me away with him was he calls she and I want to know how we doing, and he's in the hospital. He's fixing to have heart surgery. But don't worry about us, we're gonna be worried about you. But it's the same thing for Keegan. Let's keep Keegan in our prayers. It's sad. It's sad to see anybody need something like that. But it's just worse. You see a child, with their whole life ahead of them. Now, I don't mean to drag nobody down, but I'm just telling you, it's harder. It's just, yeah, you're right, Marie. Bree could probably outshoot all of them. Yeah, Bree can outshoot them all. Good morning, Tricia. Connie. Yeah, we love you, Connie. I don't see much out of our buddy Ronnie this morning. Ronnie must be kind of, well, he went to his doctor yesterday. When Ronnie goes to his doctor, he's kind of different for a few days. No, Ronnie, Jimmy didn't say that. He didn't say he don't like my stupid hats. That's just you. Ronnie goes over there. He takes his crossword puzzle with him, and that's good if he does. But the thing is, Diane gives him all the words before he goes. He goes over to see Jimmy, sweet Jimmy. Yeah, let's play this game. We'll play a contest here. Well, Ronnie's got the words wrote down, and so naturally he's ahead of Jimmy. It's cheating. It's cheating, Ronnie. It's cheating. You're welcome. Yeah, I love my hats, Ronnie. Because they're dapper. Make me look dapper. PawPaw's dapper, Ronnie. It is cheating. And then to come back and call, I beat old Jimmy. I beat him bad. Well, yeah, you already had the words wrote down. Your wife done them for you. Thank you there. Ronnie, you see all that? How dapper I'm looking? Have a lot of fun out of them guys. They get together, they call me. And they called me earlier, and I was asleep. I'd come in and eat, and I get in my chair, and I crashed, and my phone's out there on my mute like that. And then when I get up, and I don't crash for long, an hour maybe, you know, and went back out, and they called, "Where you been? Where you been?" "I'm sorry, I was taking a little nap, boys. I'm old. I need a nap." Michael needs prayers, guys. Got Michael on here for prayers. And I can't, we'll go over the list here in a minute. I just can't write no more names on it because I don't have my pens. It'll, Ben throw them away or the cats have got them somewhere. You can't nap, sweetie? Well, I can't nap every day, but normally, pray for Michael. Everybody keep Michael in your prayers. I come in normally and out about 1:32 and get me something to eat. And I'll kick back in my chair, and she usually is watching something on TV, and I'll watch a little bit with her, and the next thing you know, I just kind of nod off. You know, me and Buster and Woody, we need our naps. Buster's up here, and Woody's right beside me. And we're about an hour or so, and we're back up, and we're outside again. So I don't always get it, not always, but I try to. I don't think Jimmy gets confused, Ronnie. If anybody's getting confused, I think it's probably you. But anyway, Ronnie goes to his doctor, and I don't know what all goes on there. You know, I'm not a doctor, or, you know, well, I practice medicine on my kids and animals around here. I practice the medicine. Maybe that's why they act like they act. But anyway, I've never been to a doctor who has ropes. Ropes. I don't know. Don't look at me and say, what? He has ropes. Well, that ain't all, but he got ropes. Ronnie told me that. Ronnie said he got ropes. That's all I know. And I didn't want to know no more. I said, no, I don't want to hear no more, Ronnie. Please, I don't want to hear it. I don't think I can take it. All right. Praying for Derek. Yes, we have Derek on our list. We sure do. Let's go over that list real quick, guys, because we already got them on it. And I'll add some more. I will. And I'm going to get me another board today. My board's about to come apart. We have Peggy Irwin, who's had the flu. We've had Peggy Coleman, who's got to have surgery. We got Derek, Kim, and Connie, and Cynthia, Leanne, Michael, okay, Anina, Gabe, Cookie, Charlotte, Cheryl, okay, Christina, and Molly, Mary, and Susan, Vera, Terry, Dot, Shelley, Wendy, Pamela, Gail, Angel, Judson, Tracy, Debbie, Jim, Matthew, and Keegan. Okay? All right. If I miss some, remind me again on Friday, okay? And we'll add them, because I'm going to get my look at my old board. It's coming apart. It's coming apart. But I got one out there in my kitchen. Someone sent me, and I'll get it today. And I'll transfer these names over. Nisha. Pray for Nisha. Remind me again on Friday, we'll add her to our list. Nisha. Remember Nisha, okay? All right. Seavid. Is her name Seavid? Pray for Seavid. And Tazzy. No, Tazzy's birthday. I'm sorry. Okay. Now, for our little animals, we pray for them too, okay? We have Baby, Haley, Max, Buster, Lacey, Cooper, Tigger, I think it's Bo. And my name's getting smeared up. Keegan, remember Keegan on our prayers? Yeah, we got Keegan over here. Okay, remember that. And we'll add these names, ones I didn't have on Friday. I'll have my new board and my new pen, and we'll get it done. Okay, Bubba, yeah, it's Bubba. There you go, Bubba. Don't forget Bubba on the little animal list. Okay. Yeah, Kim's goats. Pray for them, and Kim too. Kim went through a lot of stress losing her babies, and we all do. If you have, especially guys, those you raise on a bottle, they become they just become like one of your own kids almost. You know, I mean, they look at you as the parent, you know, and they look at you for that protection. And then when you don't give it to them, it may not be your fault, but you feel guilty. Yeah, it hurts when you lose one of them, especially for something like that. You know, it's if one lives a long life and just dies of old age, and that's one thing. So, well, you know, it had a good life. I did good and the best I could do. But when Mary and Gimli, I think they're going to be okay. But they were really hurt. And little old Mary, I think Gimli too is stressed out, something fierce, you know. And I asked him about her milk goat. I can't remember her name. She's a little slim milk goat. I got her a couple of years ago. And Dan said, that can catch that thing. You run like a deer. So, well, that's probably a good thing, you know. But Baby, it's called Baby. Baby Girl, okay. Yeah, her name's Baby Girl. All right, y'all. I'm glad y'all know. I didn't know. I can't remember all these names around here. But she lost Frodo, and I know Frodo was very special to her. And I used to keep Frodo when she'd go on trips, her and him, and I thought, I don't mean this to be ugly, but I thought her name was Dildo. It turned out to be Bilbo. And I said that one day. She said, Dad, that is not his name. I said, well, what's his name? Bilbo. But Bilbo. What I know? What does PawPaw know? I thought, well, only Kim would name one like that. All right. I know somebody gonna tell her I said that, I'll be in trouble. She'll be called, Mom, you won't believe what Daddy did. I'll go in the door. Here you go. I don't know, Laura. I don't know. Becky, we will put you on the list. You're going to remind me again on Friday, baby girl, because I don't have a pen here. And I should have checked. I know. Hey, I know. I should have checked on all that last night. Then we had the little shed cleaning, but we got so much stuff out of here that didn't belong in here. Because I just, you know, something would come. I just sit inside the door, and next thing you know, everything was sitting inside the door. So it had to go where it belonged. Yeah, the dogs eventually will meet their end, whether it be here or someone else up the road, you know. People, you know, they shouldn't expect anybody to deal with that kind of stuff. And the thing is about these dogs, guys, some of them are probably strays, probably. But some of them probably have homes. But those homes don't keep up with where they go or what they're doing. I got a friend that's got a bunch of dogs. And to hear him say it, well, the best dogs in the world. Oh, these dogs. But where are they at night, my friend? You know, when you're asleep. Because I know they're not at your house because I see them in different places. You know, on the roads, everywhere else. So, you know, if he's such good dogs, pin their butts up so they don't get up and walk the streets. And because dogs, one dog is probably not a problem. Just, he's looking, going. Two could be. But when you get 3 or 4, or 2, usually it can be trouble. They're kind of like kids, your child, he goes out and plays in the yard, he don't, everything's fine. But the neighbor kid comes over and you're not watching, next thing you know, and I know it's from experience, from my cousins and stuff, not cousins raised by like I was here in the country, but I had city cousins. Yeah, city cousins would come and their things they wanted to do is completely different from what we did, and because they would get bored in the city when parents are working, and they'd come up with new games that we wasn't probably allowed to play down here in the country. And I mentioned that one time about my one cousin wanted to put rocks in a cans, tie a string across the road. When a car hit the string, jerk them cans into their car. I said, we don't do stuff like that here. Probably that car coming down the road, not many cars back in. I said, it's probably gonna be a neighbor. I don't want to get my butt tore up. All right, now that's enough of that. They got balls rolling all over this room. Had a bunch of little cat toys they got for Christmas. There's 2 or 3 balls and 2 or 3 of them little fluffy things, and they just keep them going. I told Ben, how you gonna lose it? Get underneath that table, you're gonna lose it. Just don't throw their balls away, Ben. Why are you worried about Woody? Carla, why are you so worried about Woody? Woody's fine. Try to show you something here. Their only problem is Woody will want their ball. But anyway, yeah, we do have problems with stray dogs, and it is irresponsible. Woody, leave them alone. It is irresponsible people that have dogs and they don't keep up with them. They let them run loose. Like I was out there at the service station that day getting gas, and I think, 5 big dogs wandering through the parking lot. Looking at some of them, they probably didn't have a home. Others look pretty decent, like they probably had home in 3 square meals a day. Yeah, Ronnie's cousin was attacked by dogs. They'll attack people. That's what I told Bria. Bria, you, down in them woods, you start taking a gun with you, sweetie. Because it's like them old wild hogs. Normally they'll run, but now and then you find one don't want to run. I remember once, as a boy, doing stupid things as boys do. My friend Richard and I was hunting out here where it's now a subdivision. I think it was squirrel hunting. And we was on our way home, not too far out, and this big old hog come across that old trail out there was on. And I said, hey, there's some bacon, there's some pork chops. So we both shot. And we knew we hit him, but it was probably too far to get a good hit, dumb kids, So he takes off in this briar patch. So we get up there, and I said, I'll go in and get him coming out, and you be ready for him when he comes out. That's stupid to start with, because what if Richard shot in that briar patch and I've been there? That was a stupid thing to do, but it's got stupider. I get out, the only trail in there was that where he knocked them briars down as he went in, just like a trail, like a tunnel in his briar patch. So here I go, on my hands and knees, and I'm dragging my gun with me. And up in there's a log, an old dead tree, a log, whatever, all rode up in there, and I see it, and I got it. Just as I reached up over that hot log, and there he is. Thankfully, he was dead, but his face is like right here. If he'd been alive, he'd have eat me up. he'd have got me because he was a male, had almost tusk sticking out both sides of his old face. And I thought, Richard, he's here, he's dead, but it's an old male, and male, you can't butcher an old male hog because they stink. That old testosterone has run through them so much, and we witnessed that too with Rob trying to butcher one. You can't do it. They stink. The meat stinks. You can't. So we had to leave him. But Cynthia, the U.S. product can learn a lot from a lot of folks. I'm thankful that I live in the United States. There's lots of nice, beautiful countries out there too, though. You can't have guns in Australia. I don't. Well, I don't want to get into politics about guns. The guns, if you know how to use one, is not a problem. It's the person behind that gun. Okay, that's just me. Watch that catway. Monty, we're not going to do it. She had to come get her little plant out of here. It done flattened it down. It looked like little termites have been in it, just digging on it and biting it off, chewing it up, spitting it out. So that's just my beliefs. My beliefs. If you know what you're doing with one, you can't just give one to a kid and say, hey, here, go have fun. You gotta know what you're doing. But it's the person behind it, If they're a nut, they don't need one. They don't need one for sure. And then how do you judge who's a nut and who ain't? Like Ronnie. You take Ronnie, for instance. Ronnie looks normal. Well, so. But he's a nut. He's a nut. And I say it because I love him. Give Ronnie a shot. He needs a shot. Anybody go to the doctor and they get their ropes. That might be what this ropes are for. They tie him up and give him shots. Or tie him up for whatever kind of treatment he's getting. That's what I'm thinking. Kind of like a bondage deal. All right, Dot, take care of your business, sweetie. Watch us later. If you worked around animals, someone just got bit by one at an animal hospital, there's probably, well, I don't guess nobody to bring one in there. It was rabies, hopefully, Yeah, I see him. I see him back there, Jane. I see him. I come in this morning, one's up in it. It's on my video for Friday whenever. Stop! Monty! Hey! Oh, Monty, stop it. Oh, these little cats. Little cats. Yeah, they really haven't. The only one they hurt was She's little plant. It was a little plant to start with. And they just get down and they curl it and they wrestle in it and play on it. And next thing you know, it's just getting flatter and flatter. She said, I'm taking it out of here. Okay? Okay, baby. Yeah, bad Monty. Bad Monty. No, I'm not. I can see what's going on because I'm looking at the screen reading y'all, but I can see like myself here. That's why I know I'm dapper. Dapper PawPaw. Yeah, pirates have parrots on their shoulder, and I have Woody and come here. Oh, we need to talk. You and I need to talk about that. Getting on them plants, okay? No plants. No plants. I mean it, Monty. I know, Woody. Come on, Wood Dog. Come on up here. Come on up here. Get the Wood Dog. Wood Dog said he ain't gonna tolerate the cats, PawPaw. Now, somebody was worried about Woody. Why was you be worried about my Wood Dog? He's a good boy. I love the little cats too, guys. See, I love all our cats. You know, old Seamus, I worried so much about him. He was missing for 2 days. I really worried about him. And he's back. And that just, I'm so glad because I thought something's like got Seamus out there in them woods because he goes out in them woods. And, all right, Tammy and Jennifer have birthdays today, okay? I'm going to sing to Jennifer and Tammy. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Tammy and Jennifer. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. What do you think we'd do? Yeah. A little girl come this morning at 5:30 and she sets her clock and got up and and turned the little heater on, just kind of take the chill out of the house. We sleep with the air conditioner on at night if it's not cold. And it wasn't real cold. It wasn't cold last night. So anyway, I get up and go and I'm sitting there with her and I thought, I'm gonna go back and lay back down, baby. Little Woody and all of them done went out for their potty breaks. So I knew I couldn't lay down for long to have a life, you know, and I get up early anyway. So I just laid on the bed and listened to the rooster start crowing. And here come Woody and Buster, hop back in bed. Well, they went to sleep. Now, I laid there and listened to the roosters. Oh, it's so sweet. All right, big boy. Go get them cats. Why don't you go get them cats? Go get them cats. Let's remember all these guys in prayers, guys. Some of them is very, very serious. Well, all of them. You get sick, it's serious. That one little guy there, very serious. 14 years old, need a heart transplant. God love him. I didn't see little Jake's picture. Did he have a dapper hat on? That's the cutest little boy. He looks like Jake when Jake was little. And yeah, it looks, to me, he looks just like Jake when Jake was little. Usually he looks like Dan. And then he said, also he looks like Lissa's dad. So he gets it from all around. Morning, Sir Sharon. Yeah, he is a cute little boy. He's a happy little kid. He's always laughing, carrying on. Jake was the same way. Jake laughed about everything. Always laughing, still does. Jake laughs about everything, and he still does. Okay. Michael has stage 4 stomach cancer. Pray for him, guys. Stage 4 stomach cancer for Michael. Praying for Michael. And you know, sometimes we don't know everybody's name, but you know, God knows them. And pray for everybody on the list, you know. And any others out there are sick. Anybody on the page is sick. And Jake has the best laugh on the planet, yes. Jake and Lester get together, yes, they're very funny. And they always got these games going with each other, you know. They sure do. Yeah, little Jake Jr., he's very happy and very funny little kid. And he'll grow up the same way you like Jake. Is Ronnie bona fide? Yeah, Ronnie is bona fide. He pushes it sometimes, but he is. And He gives our friend Thomas, who Vera bona fide him up in Alaska, who's snowed in this morning. He gives him a hard time about trying to take his bonification away. But you can't take it away. Once you get it, Ronnie, you got it. Like Buster. Buster's bona fide. And the funny thing, when I tell little old Coda Bear she looks like Buster, she gives this look at, make ice cube melt. My not. Not I not, but my not. I don't. Why don't you say I don't? My not. Yeah, Sweet Jimmy, he's bona fide. He's been bona fide a long time. He should have been bona fide a long time before Ronnie. Because Jimmy has taught Ronnie most everything Ronnie knows, even though Jimmy's a younger man. He taught Ronnie, basically taught him how to talk, but he also taught him how to paint. And Ronnie he don't acknowledge that, but Jimmy is an artist. And Lester decorated a cake at the bakery. Somebody bought it. God love him. All right. Uncle Papa, that little girl, little Cassie, loves Dan. Dan tells them all, you can call me Uncle PawPaw. But she gets in Dan's arms. She won't leave. She won't even go back to her mama. She loves Uncle PawPaw. And I don't know if it's because Dan's big and she just feels comfortable in a big guy holding her or what. I don't know. But she's very just hangs with him. Looks at him and smiles. I look at him and I laugh. Yeah, Uncle PawPaw. He put that last sheet of tin on for me yesterday. I couldn't get it, and Ben is not good at putting those metal screws through metal. He'll start and it'll turn, it'll flip off, and I couldn't get up on it to do it. I said, I'll wait and get Dustin or Dan wanted to do it, and I asked Dan the other night at cooking with Dan and Lou, was he going to be home this week? He said, yeah. He's not out of town this week. And I said, well, you come by over one evening and put that last sheet of tin on for me. So he come over yesterday evening and come on. And don't you be bad. Okay, you cannot be a bad kitty. Cannot be a bad kitty. And he put it on and sealed it all up. He got right up there and did it real quick. Coda Bear's a sweetheart. I have a lot of fun with Coda Bear. She wanted to go for a ride and started pointing out the cow poop right off. It's everywhere. It's everywhere, Papa. Cow poop everywhere. Yeah, Ronnie. Dan's a good man. Kind of like his daddy. Yeah, Cow Poop Lane. Yeah, I forget now who sent that sign, Cow Poop Lane, but it described that little pathway for sure. Them cows are always out there, and they why do they do it, Papa? Why they poop there, Papa? Well, baby, I don't know why. Anyway, today, all three kids know they're not. Simon and Monty are boys. The little one with the white around his neck is a girl. It's a girl. And that's the only one you'll ever see. Is the fourth one, who knows? It stays out of here, hides, it's scared. So, who knows? Anyway, my plans for today is to bring my little girls over and let them hang out with Piggly and I'm going to get some measurements and stuff in there and see what kind of material I need. I was able to build that complete chicken coop, except for the cage itself that Buddy had, out of reused material. Stuff that had been taken down, like the tin come off my old shop that we removed from here. And it'll paint up pretty. And people don't sometimes understand how much money you can save. But look at them back there. Them little cats, they're gonna be in trouble. Can save by using some of this material that's still good, you know. I do. My dad did. I do. Kim does. Me and Kim. We save anything that can be used again. Now I got a pile of stuff back there can't be used. You know, that's going to that metal dumpster eventually. I've separated. I separated the good from the bad. And one of these days I get Dan to take his forks and his tractor, pick up the bad and dump it over in that metal dumpster. Yeah. Pot of dirt. They've got cat litter in here. I change it every day. They do all their little business in the cat litter. And during the day, they go out and they play out here. When the good and sun's out, I leave the door open. They go out and they play out here in this dirt all around. But this is what they do at night and early morning hours, I'm guessing. Save a lot of money using stuff that you can use, and that little chicken hat pen looks good. To me, it looks really good. It's well built. I built that frame around it, and that cage is not going to move. Bud said it's not a real heavy-duty cage, PawPaw, but you know it worked real great for them little puppies when they had them puppies. And he wasn't using it. He said, "But you're welcome to use it." I said, "Well, yeah." So I set it where I wanted it, and then I built around it, set my post and everything, and framed it around. It can't move, and it's working out great. No, cats, y'all gotta stop this stuff. I think I'm gonna move my chair. I think that's how they get up there. They come up my chair and go over into it. Look at them. I think all three of them are up there. All right, so we're about to run out of time here. Thank you there, Cindy. I appreciate that. I built it. It wasn't that hard. I didn't do it all at one time. I did what I felt like I could do without, going to bed tired, wore out. So let me move this thing right here. There we go. Sometimes I get ads in front of my screen. I have to move them. No, there's not anything toxic up there, and they don't eat the plants. They just play in them. So, yeah, G loves her little children. She had 5. I think it was 5 yesterday. Yeah, she had 5 of them yesterday, and they had a lot of fun over here. And the day before, I come out my bucket out here. I keep fresh water for my dogs and stuff when they're outside. Had sticks in it. It had rocks in it. It had dirt in it. And I said, "What in the world?" And I think Carter says, "Well, that's nature." It ain't nature here, kid. That ain't nature. So anyway, I whipped it out and I washed it out. I said, "Look here." And I run it fresh. "Look here. It better be like this from now on. Better not put nothing in it, or I'm gonna make you drink it." Yeah, I scared them. I scared them bad. All right, guys, we're about to run out of time. I've enjoyed this business this morning. If you're new, I will tell you, if you're new, we're glad to have you. You'll make some good friends here, and a lot of these folks have become buddies, and they chat with each other, and they text each other, and all emails and stuff during the day and night. And it makes me proud they met right here. we pray for folks that need prayer, or your animals. We pray for animals here. Because I've had, Ivan, they done wrote him off, and people prayed him back. They prayed him back. And Buster got snake bit. Everybody prayed for him. Yeah, we pray for animals. And we do birthdays. I'm going to get up there and spank that little cat. I'm going to spank him. I'm going to spank both of y'all. They're scared. Anyway, we enjoy just the chats 3 days a week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And I have a video every day. Hope you'll join us and hook up with us. Subscribe. Just get on here and start chatting and let people know who you are and where you're from. And you'll be making some good friends. Okay? I'm out of here. I love y'all. Y'all have a great day and take care. And I was a minute late getting on. I'm a minute late getting off. I love y'all. Y'all take care. See you back here on Friday morning. Good Lord's willing. And keep those folks in prayer, okay? I love y'all.